Welcome to the S&P Society, Media and Politics channel. My name is Eleanor, a student at Jacobs University and of Professor Jakob Fruchtmann. Today we want to present a video about a trip his class took to a local jail in Bremen. As you will see in the video, this is a special experience for both the inmates and students. We hope you enjoy our students' reflection on their learning opportunity.
And enter the place, you have big buildings, everything is fenced, barbed wire and everything, and of course it's something like, okay, of course we're going to a field trip, but essentially we're going to jail.
Seeing it in real life was really stunning and really exciting as well.
Very familiar with institutions, being myself, in the service, in the U.S. Army. So I could imagine it was something like that, high security, of course.
This image of having a little playground for visiting children, but it being completely fenced in.
Everything was clean and dress right and square, and that's pretty much institutions,
Just the place in itself really adds to this being imprisoned feeling.
I would say not nervous, but kind of like it felt like, ooh.
And I think for me that was like, okay, yes, I'm visiting a jail in Germany, but it's still a jail.
We make poor decisions at one point of our lives. I'm not trying to justify whatever crimes they've done, and of course they have to redeem themselves. They have to come clean. They have to pay their dues, like everything else. But at the same time, I think I wonder, how much of our life is ruled by the social structures.
I think it's good to not have any kind of judgments about them and just talk with them, even though we don't know actually what they did, but still it has nothing to do of who they are.
No matter what you've done, you always have your humanity. Just because somebody committed whatever crime, you can name it, you're still a human. You don't lose your humanity. We tend to think, we tend to dehumanize, somebody for having committed a crime, but that doesn't define the person.
They were completely open about everything, and I felt like it was more us who had a bit of this, okay, this line, okay, let's be respectful.
Actually talking to the people, communicating with them, I had the feeling they could be as well just people seeing in the supermarket.
They're just your average person. That could be anyone pretty much.
It was bonding. For me, it was a bonding experience. I felt close to them, breaking a sweat together. It was challenging.
We were kind of like these curious humans trying to analyze them and not trying to go between boundaries, because we still want to be respectful, which I understand.
My past doesn't define me. My whatever success I had in the past also doesn't define me. And what defines me is my goals and what I'm doing right now. My present defines me. And I look at this man, and what I see is men trying to better themselves.
We take many things in our life, certain privileges that we have for granted that some people simply do not have.
I also felt very privileged of having actually the opportunity of going there and just growing up in a family that gives me a lot of support.
Where I come personally, jail is terrible, terrible. And what I really think these jails aim to do is to firstly integrate these people back into society once they come back, but also they come out as a better person.
I mean, the whole atmosphere was not super welcoming, super friendly. It was still kind of the atmosphere of this is a separate place, and we stay in this place, and it's not really you're not interacting with people from outside. So it's kind of, I would say, depressing. They have a routine which they have daily, and to kind of interrupt this routine and do something else, maybe motivate them, having goals in life, knowing, hey, I can do something else, it's not always the same, and I think it's important, and that also is something that kind of keeps us alive. And if we wouldn't have something that motivates us, it would be difficult. And sport can be one thing to actually get you motivated and having goals.
The image of success for a man would be the one with money, with women, with status. And that paradigm needs to change. They need to be more positive role models, for that matter. I think about the Me Too movement, about the toxic masculinity, men that are self-entitled because of their position, because of their status. That needs to change. We as a society validate that schema, and that needs to change as well.
Definitely. I mean, that's essentially like what we're studying.
So do it, get out of your comfort zone, get out of the bubble.
For sure, I would consider doing it again.
I think it's very important to gain an insight into all these different realities.
Yeah, I think definitely it's something what I would recommend to everyone. So go.
If there's another opportunity to go and check it out, how they're evolving, how they're maturing, tell them that somebody outside cares, I would do it.
As you can see, there's a lot to be learned, both harsh realities and unexpected similarities. And as our students recommend, take a chance to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Go outside your comfort zone. You may just be surprised at what you find.